0.32%, that is the total population of the planet that lives in Australia. At around 26 million inhabitants, it is the 53rd most populated country in the world. Australia's economic freedom score is 74.8, making its economy the 13th freest in the 2023 index. Its score is 2.9 points lower than last year. Australia is ranked 4th out of 39 countries in the Asia Pacific region, and its overall score remains well above the regional and world averages. Approximately 2 of 3 of the country is occupied by deserts. 22nd century Australia is one of the richest countries in the world. Why Australia is so rich and what distinguishes this state from most other countries in the world? So first thing first, Australia is very rich in minerals. In this respect, the country not only meets successfully its internal needs, but it also covers the needs of many other countries around the world. Australia is also the largest gold, aluminum, iron producer in the world and third largest producer in diamonds. All these resources are found in really huge amount here. Second reason, Australia is among the largest producers and exporters of foods in the world, and the food industry is almost entirely based on local products. For example, vast territories of the country are occupied by cereal crops. In different parts of Australia are grown fruits and vegetables that are typical for different climate zones around the world. Grain and industrial crops cover enormous territories of the continent. Also, Australia is one of the countries with the largest herds of livestock around the world. The number of sheep in the country is the second largest after that in China, and the export of beef is second only to Brazil. Third reason, in 2012, Australia is the country with the 12th largest economy on the planet, and is also in top 5 most sparsely populated independent countries in the world. If you look into details, you will find something in common with Scandinavia, which is also very sparsely populated at the same time is extremely rich. Simply stated, the wealth of an entire continent is separate among a relatively small number of peoples. This allows Australia to maintain its policy to higher living standards than many other nations. Fourth reason, the intelligent immigration policy is another factor that plays an important role in the wealth of Australia. Unlike other countries that have immigration policies aimed at greater cultural and ethnic diversity, Australia is concentrated rather to attract the most highly qualified and skilled workers without focusing on what country they comes from. For the reason today the majority of the population consists of immigration from countries such as Japan, Korea and China, whose cultures are legendary for their great diligence and respect when it comes to work. Reason, the significance of the Australian dollars plays an important role in the progress of the Australian economy. In fact, the currency is very popular around the world. It is an extremely important factor in the financial markets and is also the 5th most popular currency after the United States dollar, European euro, Japanese yen and British pound. The Australian currency is very important in the South Pacific region and Southeast Asia. Sixth reason, the extremely high quality of the Australian education is the best investment in the future. Over the year of the country has become the 3rd most popular higher education destination in the world, and the education system is among the most modern on the planet. People come from all continents in order to receive a better education for a better start in life. For this reason, it's not surprising that Australians are today among the most prosperous nation in the world. Seventh reason, an important factor in the development and wealth of any country in the investment in economic sectors that have great prospects for future development, such as higher technology and tourism. Any country seeking to achieve a significant superiority over its competitors, it is important to invest sufficient funds in advertising, especially when it comes to tourism. Australia, which is recent year has become is increasingly popular and familiar tourist destination, is one of the countries in the world to make the largest scale campaign to promote its tourist attraction. Cities, national parks, architectural landmarks, beaches, they are promoted in the smallest details. Eighth reason, last but not least, it is important to say a few words about the successful Anglo-Saxon economic model. This is a kind of capitalism that is characterized by some important specifics, especially when it comes to taxes. The Anglo-Saxon model is characterized by less government interference and less regulations. The private sector dominates and private property enjoys central role. This model has been proven to be extremely successful, suffice it to say that it is widespread in countries from around the world such as Australia, New Zealand, the United Kingdom, Ireland, the United States, Canada and others. So overall, Australia is a well-developed country that has one of the strongest immigration policies in the world, is a tourist hotspot outside pandemic, has a booming export and skilled workforce with a vast amount of natural resources, which allows it to be one of the richest country in the world with a very high quality of life. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you learned something new, feel free to drop a like. If you love this sort of content, consider subscribing. You can always unsubscribe anytime. Thanks again for watching and we will see you very soon in next video.